Local and federal authorities arresting a man for the Tesla firebombing here in Las Vegas. 36-year-old Paul Kim now facing state and federal charges. Today, a judge ordered to continue Kim's detention hearing for Monday. His defense team arguing for his release. Right now, he remains in custody. We want to thank you so much for joining us live at 6. I'm Latoya Silman.
And I'm Jim Snyder. Glad you're with us tonight. Detectives are still investigating a motive for this crime, but they found evidence of loose ties to the Communist Party USA as well as some other groups. In searches of Kim's home and car, they also found guns and ammo matching the bullets fired into the Teslas, as well as a backpack and pink spray paint they say is also linked to the crime.
Yeah, News 3's Tiffany Lane is live with details on what police say they've discovered so far, including on social media.
Yeah, Latoya and Jim, so far through this investigation, the FBI as well as Metro Police, they've said they're not 100% clear on what the motive is, but through their investigation, as you mentioned, they have released some information on what they found into Kim's social media. Take a listen.
But a preliminary assessment of the suspect's social media activity indicates some very loose but self-proclaimed ties to the Communist Party USA social media group, as well as social media groups called Revolutionary Communist International, Hidden Palestine, Palestine Action, and a variety of other social media groups. That is part of our investigation, is to dig further into it and to be able to determine additional motive and other potential concerns.
News 3 asked police if they believe Paul Kim was influenced by groups that are encouraging people around the country to take part in violent acts.
Do we believe that he's connected to a larger aspect of this in coordination in other locations in the country? And the answer is we're absolutely actively investigating that connection now.
Metro Police has also shown video of Kim spray painting the word resist onto the window of the Tesla Collision Center in the Southwest Valley before destroying several cars. I spoke with Mendy Barron, CEO of Mariah Behavioral Health in Las Vegas, about the influence social media can have on encouraging behaviors among followers. He used examples of recent incidents where teens use social media to create chaos at locations around town.
If you recall, the team took over the mall with a social media push in Nevada, in Las Vegas, like 2 weeks ago. The social media is a really quick tool to reach very vulnerable or potentially incendiary people that they can quickly activate.
When it comes to violent Tesla incidents happening around the country, the local FBI office is reminding people that they will be prosecuted.
The self-righteous mob that's cheering you on today to commit acts of violence on their behalf will leave you high and dry and forget about you tomorrow.
Barron says not only are people looking for like-minded groups, they're also being targeted.
Those groups are also looking for them. And these groups have people who are doing outreach, who are posting propaganda, who are connecting with people, who are inciting big arguments online. Most of the people controlling the groups have no intention of putting themselves at risk. They're there to militarize other people to achieve an agenda.
Barron says there are ways to help loved ones and colleagues if they're starting to go down the wrong path and joining dangerous groups.
A good amount of these groups are on watch lists. So if you can identify who they're talking to and then show them, hey, this, that, the other, this guy you think is this, but actually take a look at this website. Take a look at this.
Now, Barron says another way you can approach that friend is say, hey, I may not agree with your belief. However, there are ways that you can share that belief and follow that belief in peaceful ways of protest that won't cause you to end up in jail. Reporting from downtown Las Vegas, I'm Tiffany Lane for News 3. Back to you.
Yeah, and Tiffany, there's that old saying that if you see something, say something. Thank you so much.